We're going to be working on a Elgin Outboard today. This motor was given to us for the aluminum fishing boat we got, and it had been laying in the backyard for years and years. It was seized, we squirted some oil in the spark plug holes, got it unseized, and now we're just going to work at trying to clean it up and get it into running order. Yeah, the tank's built right into this motor, which is nice. I want something real lightweight that we could just have in a shed and then carry out to the boat when we're ready to use it. This is one of these jobs where you wrap a rope around it to start it. Oh yeah, that carb's all filled up with crap. It's the 4 big screws on the bottom, and you can see where they go there. Tank's loose. We're not outboard experts. First time ever touching something like this. But pretty sure we filled the gas here and this is froze on. Try and get that off. It's kind of interesting. Looks like there's like a magneto adjustment lever. Probably changes the timing or something of the sort. It makes a carb adjustment as well simultaneously. I think this is a high-speed mixture adjustment. Maybe this is idle adjustment. And this is the choke. This here is a fuel shutoff. Flap works pretty good. A lot of crud in there, you see that? A lot of crud in here. Just clean it out the best we can, and then hopefully this thing still has some ring seal to it. My partner here says that I better have oars in my boat. Oh, nasty.
The float, huh?
There's the float. A big chunk of crap down in there. See, it appears that there's a screw that holds in the float here. Doesn't sound like it's full. That's a good thing. So that big screw you gotta take out to get the needle and seat out. We'll probably do that.
So if you plan on going fast, you probably want to put it up here, huh?
Yeah, but how do you get going?
Right, how do you, right?
We couldn't get this lower unit to drain, but we took a bolt out and nut off, and it looks like it's just gonna slide right out. Nice, eh? Spins pretty nice. Prop looks a little loose. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not. Definitely not a boat expert of any kind.
Just take those 2 screws out and drain.
Oh, that was all bent. So it,
oh,
well, this drives the prop.
right.
Water.
No oil.
No oil. I don't know. They don't look too bad.
Clean
to
it
me.
out and fill it with some oil, huh?
Yep. We just gotta somehow get this screw out of here. We took the flywheel off. Used a puller for that. Coils are all decomposing. As I recall, someone got shocked though when we were screwing around unseizing this engine. So they probably still work. But I would think you could probably use some new ones at this point. Looks like some sort of reed valve here for the intake. This is it anyway.
That's gotta be.
Oh god, it's just trashed. This whole crankcase is just filled with crap. So we're gonna flush the whole crankcase out. We did do a compression test on it and got good compression and got it all lubed up now. It's spinning over nice. But we gotta make a gasket here. Looks like a pretty good print. We just cleaned out this port that comes from over here. And looking at the gasket, that actually looks like a drain hole. So maybe that's where the water drains out of this thing. It would be at the bottom too, so that would make sense. little cleaner and compressed air really did wonders there. We've got our gasket fitted. Got to pick up a couple screws though, because a couple snapped when we were taking it apart. Here's the reed valve setup. I think what I'm going to do is take these 3 smaller screws out and see if I can clean off the surface that they're sitting on. Boy, it's sure looking nasty behind there. Got most of that crap off of there. It's pitted a little bit, but I think it'll still work. They're laying on there good and flat now. We're liking it.
So here he invested in brand new points, and I just said, let's check for continuity, and we didn't even have any. We had to run sandpaper in between them and drag it through, and then we got continuity. So always check for that before you even put your points in, because it is frustrating to put it all together and not have spark. Is this going to be enough slack for you, trying to get it on? Now that it's all jiped up. I don't know if I'll get this in. Too weak. That shit that I just put on made it worse. I mean, I think it's going on. We ended up getting new phenolic blocks underneath here, and that's what rubs against the cam. And as we tighten it down, it didn't let the points, it held the phenolic block when you tighten the points down. So we had to grind some away to allow that to keep moving as the points were tightened down. But then normally you had something that you just move a screw and it would open and close the slots, but this one is supposed to be 20 thousandths, and you have to get behind here and wiggle it that way, and then you can get your set gap.
You can kind of see this one.
Okay. But what happens is a lot of guys will have ignitions, real high energy ignitions and stuff, and they'll leave their spark plugs dangling down, and the spark plugs are hanging out in the air. Always put them back on someplace that can let the electricity go somewhere. If it can't go to ground, where do you think it's going to go? Sometimes you burn out your energy, your igniter inside your distributor or an MSD box, whatever you have, but always try to keep your spark plugs near the ground.
We bought a carb kit and got the carb back together.
Yeah, if you forget to put a gasket in, the gears don't turn. You got to get the right pinion depth, and hopefully she'll turn this time.
Our original drive pin was all beat up, so we're trying to stick a roll pin in here.
You're going to need to get the hammer. Nothing worse than getting your fingers cut on these things. Get it to
Idle?
yeah.